I'm Mega Mike the Movie Man, and I got a mega movie plan. We're now on to my part 4 of my 4-part series. In this video, we're going to be ranking all of Zack Snyder's Justice League trilogy of movies from the worst to the best. So you want to stick around towards the end of the video to see that number 1 choice of my favorite Zack Snyder Justice League trilogy movie. But if you have not yet seen the other parts of this series, make sure you check back at part 1 for the Man of Steel review, part 2 for the Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition review, and then part 3 for Snyder's Cut of Justice League review. So make sure you see those movie reviews first, then come back to this part 4. But before we get into this video's content, make sure if you're discovering my channel for the first time and you want to be part of this mega film fan community where we talk all things movies, make sure you subscribe so you get all that future movie content. Like the video? Now let's get into it.
The oldest lie in America is that power can be innocent.
So at number 3 in last place is actually going to be Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition. Now, every movie in this ranking I think has some entertainment value to it, but Batman vs Superman is just the sloppiest out of all 3 of these movies. There's just so much going on with this movie. It tries to be very ambitious, but it's just way too much in here. You're throwing in a bunch of Justice League characters with unnecessary cameos. You're getting Wonder Woman to show up. Now you have this whole new villain with Doomsday at the very end. No. Just stop that right there. We need the focus to be on Batman vs Superman. And when this movie is focusing on those 2 characters, it is great. Especially the Batman stuff is some of the best Batman stuff I've ever seen in any movie. That warehouse sequence, you already know, fantastic. And then when they get to their actual fighting, Batman vs Superman has a great clash, and it is done well. You get to see all the different tactics Batman is using, so that is very entertaining. Problem, it just doesn't last that long because it's trying to do all this other stuff and all this other Justice League setup. So that's why I had to put it at that number 3 spot. That's why it comes in last place on this ranking list. Let me know in the comments below if you actually agree with that. And let's go on.
Hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
Now to get into my number 2 spot. Yes, this is going to be the middle spot of my ranking. It's going to be Zack Snyder's Justice League Cut. This is a great improvement over the theatrical version. Seeing all these characters and their backstories, how they fit into the league, and just seeing them get together as this power force of a team. That's all well done. And all the character development, especially with Cyborg and Flash in this version, is awesome, and you really connect to those characters. So the heroes here work perfect. I think that's excellent to see on screen. But then we have some drawbacks in this movie. This movie is still way too long. All those extra scenes at the end with Martian Manhunter and just those epilogue scenes, we don't need those in there. Get those out of here. Let's make this a tighter package of a movie. And then even the Flash and Iris scene wasn't that great of a scene. Cut that out. We don't need that one either. And then that would have made it a movie that flows a little bit better, flowing at maybe 3 hour 20, 3 hour 30 minutes of a movie. And then that would have been a lot better. And then also the Steppenwolf character, even though they did improve him, right? He got a boost in this one. He is still just not that great and compelling of a villain overall. Now, if we had a Justice League story where the main focus of a villain was on Darkseid, then this could have made it to the top of my list. But you only get a little bit of Darkseid in this one, and he's not the main villain focus. So even though the heroes worked great in here, not the best villain. That's why it goes to that number 2 middle of the road spot.
What's the S stand for?
It's not an S. On my world, it means hope.
Well, here it's an S. How about
Excuse me.
Now on to my number 1 spot. Yes, number 1 is going to be Man of Steel. Yes, I know what you're saying. Man of Steel number 1. Yes, I'm telling you, this is an underrated movie here. This movie is well done. I'm telling you, this is probably the most underrated superhero movie of them all. Gotta go back and see it again. You're gonna enjoy it more on another watch. Everything from the beginning of this movie with the Kryptonian scenes and just visually how it looks so mesmerizing, and just to get that set up with the Superman character being sent to Earth, that is all well done. And then all those build up scenes and character development through the first half of the movie of Clark Kent learning to deal with his powers. And he's not a total pushover by any means, but he does have some restraint and won't show off his powers because he knows it's not time yet. But then when it does get time, that second half of the movie, and he becomes Superman, and he starts really realizing his full powers and potential, and he starts to fly, and he's actually having fun, enjoying how to fly. I mean, that is just so well done and connects you to the character and makes him more relatable. He is a very relatable human character. Even though he's a Kryptonian, you connect to him as a human because he was raised by humans and just how he interacts within the world. And as Superman, he just does such a great job showing off all of his powers, and then how he confronts Zod. And Zod is done so well in this movie. You connect with Zod and are just intrigued by his philosophies because he really is trying to do the right thing by his people, by the Kryptonians, trying to bring back that civilization. But of course, he's going about it the wrong way and trying to take out the humans in the process. And obviously, Superman can't have that because Superman is just as much human as Kryptonian, and that's such a compelling character dynamic. So when they face off at the end, there's a lot of destruction, and it's some great action-packed scenes, just seeing them fly through the air, and then that moral dilemma choice that Superman has to make on, is he going to take out Zod or is he going to let Zod hurt these people? And when he takes out Zod, a lot of people miss this, but you see the pain and just the overall sadness in Superman that he did not want to have to do that. But Zod said he would have taken them all out if he basically wasn't ended right then and there. So it's just a very philosophical type of movie. If you look at it through that lens, it's very compelling, and I think they get the Clark Kent character right, they get the Superman character right as one, perfectly done, and Zod is a great intriguing villain in this movie. And then just the overall score of this movie, it has some of the best score sounds you will ever hear. I'm telling you, go back and listen to it. You can just listen to the soundtrack and it is fantastic. So just overall, this movie is a great watch. It's the most well done out of the three, has the most cohesion out of the three, and makes sense from a story, script, plot the most out of all three of those movies. That's why I had to rank it at number one. So yes, Man of Steel is number one out of all of Zack Snyder's Justice League trilogy of movies. So that will do it for today's mega movie ranking of Zack Snyder's Justice League trilogy of movies. Once again, if you have not yet subscribed, definitely make sure you click that subscribe button because we do tons of movie content on this channel. Movie reviews, movie rankings, movie hauls, movie news. Let's build this mega film fan community together. So make sure you subscribe, like the video, and leave some comments down below. Put your ranking list. How would you rank all three of these movies? Would it be different than my list? I want to hear everybody's list that actually sees this video. I want to see it in the comments below. How would you rank all these movies? That would be a lot of fun. And then also check out some other videos in the playlist. Look at some more movie reviews and movie rankings. And this is Mega Mike, the movie man out here, reminding you to make every day a movie day.